Right now on Up with KREM, the buses are running, the kids are lining up, and the school bell is about to ring as Spokane students head back to school today.
Welcome back to school. This morning, we are talking live with the superintendent of Spokane Public Schools about what we can expect this new school year and how they're making sure students stay safe in the classroom.
We're live at Glover Middle School early on this morning. The school opens today for the very first time. Going to be awesome. We're taking a sneak peek inside, and I've got your back to school forecast, and spoiler alert, it's going to be a chilly morning.
I'm live at Stevens Elementary, where the principal is planning a full party for students, and I'll also be talking about COVID-19 testing through Spokane Public Schools.
Up with KREM begins now with Tim Pham, Channing Curtis, and Jeremy Legoo.
Well, hey, good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on Up with KREM on this Thursday morning. I'm Channing Curtis. Well, it is a big day here on Up with KREM because students are heading back to the classroom this morning for the first day of school for Spokane Public Schools. And we have team coverage all morning long to look at exciting changes coming to these schools. So we have Amanda Rowley joining us from the brand new Shaw Middle School. Jeremy Legoo is live at the also brand new Glover Middle School. And Tim Pham is at Ferris High School. So Tim, let's go ahead and start things off with you. What's new for Spokane schools this year?
Oh, hey, good morning, Channing. Before we talk about what's new, I just got to say welcome back to school, everyone. There are 30,000 students waking up today for the first day of school in the Spokane Public School District, and I know all of them might be a little bit sleepy today, maybe do a little bit of a stretch, but hey, I know everyone is glad to be back in person and not doing the virtual thing anymore, because that wasn't fun. Everyone wants to be with their friends and see their teachers in person, and we know that's the best way for students to learn. So let's make this the best first day ever. Let's put on a big smile and get ready for the day as we start off a brand new school year. So we are live at Ferris High School this morning for the first day of school here. I'm already seeing teachers and staff and administrators walk up and enter the building, and students will follow not too long after. In just about an hour or so, we'll see some more students start to arrive as the first bell rings. But yeah, this school year doesn't come without some concern by some parents and families, as the last year has really been unprecedented. You think about how COVID has really changed so much and is rapidly changing. Last year there were some COVID outbreaks in schools throughout the state and across the country. Data from the state health leaders, though, show transmission at schools are rare. The state superintendent, Chris Reckdahl, addressed some of those COVID-19 concerns as students return back to the classroom.
Don't be surprised that there are cases. There are going to be some, but we really have to push through this. A lot of students are going to be bringing a potential infection into school because they have not been wearing masks for all day during their summer break. And now we're all starting school together, but the protocols are really good and we need to push through those.
The superintendent also added Washington State has some of the safest COVID-19 guidelines in the nation. So today's first day of school, while very exciting, there are a lot of changes that you need to know about. The school districts and many administrators are working their best to make sure that, you know, some of those outbreaks that the superintendent of the state said that may happen, they are really mitigated as much as possible. So, you know, all the things that we kind of did at the start of the pandemic, and you know, including mask wearing and you know, social distancing, those are some things that you might see at your local school as you head back to the classroom today. Last year, Spokane Public Schools' first day looked very different. So last year, 1 year ago, students returned to online learning, and that's how they kind of met their teachers in their classrooms last year. They used their laptops to attend classes. Everyone was expected to log in by 8:30 in the morning, and they had real-time school days. Later in the school year, though, students did return back to in-person learning, but it was kind of a rolling, phased-in start for grades K through 12. SPS used what was also called cohorting. So this was a way to keep students together in the same group. So students only interacted with the people in their classroom. There was no mixing during lunch or recess. And this year, the district continues to require face coverings and social distancing and frequent hand washing. So also new this year, not just new protocols, not just new mandates, but there are some new people, not just students. There's also new administrators. So all of Spokane's 5 public high schools have new principals. So not just 1, not 2, but 5. So it is a really big deal. I tried to find out, when was the last time this happened, and no one kind of knows. So it could be the first time ever that all 5 high schools have brand new principals, and we had the chance to meet some of them. Ferris High School, where we are this morning, is getting a new principal, and that's John Odell. He has a long experience with Ferris High School and the Spokane Public School District. He's going to be the new leader of this school, and this isn't his first stint at Ferris High School. He was actually here for 9 years prior to this year. So this first day will mark his 10th year with the Saxons. While Odell says he really enjoys being a teacher and an educator, he says what's really unique about the administrator role that he's in now is that he gets to have a long-term commitment to working with students for a long time.
To know that your care and your refusing to give up on them and helping them not give up on themselves and working with their families.
So you will get to hear more from the other principals at the other 4 high schools. And let me tell you, they are just all really incredible people. All of them have more than a decade of experience at minimum within the Spokane Public School District. So they really know the area, the students, and the demographics and the needs of the community. So you're going to want to stick around for that interview coming up in our next half hour. All right, it is a little bit chilly though today. My goodness, you think about normally this time of year, the first day of school, you might be wearing shorts, a polo. I might suggest a jacket, but I'll leave it to the expert. Jeremy Lagoon knows exactly what the forecast is going to be like today, and he has your back to school forecast here in the Spokane area.
Oh, we made it inside. We are in Glover Middle School right now, and as you can see all around me, it is buzzing. There is a lot of energy going on. There are people everywhere working as hard as they possibly can to make this happen. This morning, kids are going to be here. They're doing the first day of school, and it is going to be an amazing one. They're still painting, they're still mopping, they're still cleaning up and getting everything ready to go, but it will be ready on time. We've been reassured. We'll be joined by the architect of this amazing building here in just a few minutes, but for now, let's get you out the door with what to expect in terms of weather. This morning, it's a beautiful sunrise and our temperatures are in the 40s. Ooh, nice and cool early on this morning here in Spokane. And across much of the region, it is set to be a somewhat chilly kind of day. By the time those kids head to school this morning, we'll be in the mid to upper 40s here in Spokane. So if you're in charge of dressing the kid, get them ready. Mid to upper 40s is going to be the case early on this morning. And as we move around the region, it really depends on where you are. If you're off to the north, northeastern Washington, North Idaho, it's going to be chilly. You're down in the 30s, so bundle up. If you're elsewhere, well, it warms up. We have frost advisories in place though. Those frost advisories once again last until 9 a.m. Basically everywhere you see that shaded in blue on your screen is where we have the potential to be getting those temperatures cold enough that you'll see some frost. That means if you got those tomatoes, pull them in. That means if you got a kiddo, bundle them up. It's that kind of morning. Now when it comes to this afternoon, temperatures are on the rise and they will rise rather quickly. It's going to be a nice warm one for us. You go to school, it's in the 40s. You come home from school, it's in the mid 70s. Kids, bundle up. But dress in layers, because by this afternoon, you're going to want to rock the t-shirt on the way home. It's going to be a lovely first day of school. Absolutely beautiful weather. It's just a little bit cool this morning, but stick around. Speaking of first day of school, we're in Glover Middle School and I will be joined by the architect, Melissa McFadgen. She's around here somewhere. I'm going to go find her and we're going to ask her what the inspiration was behind this amazing place.
Awesome. Looking forward to it, Jeremy. I'm glad you finally moved inside. I was a little worried about you. I know it's chilly out there.
Yeah, still warming up.
Well, this morning we want you to send us your back to school pics. Go ahead and text them to us at 509-448-2000. We'll be sharing them all week long as part of our special back to school coverage. Now, believe it or not, there is actually a second brand new middle school opening up this year. Amanda Rowley is live at Shaw Middle School right now with the latest on how they plan to make students and families succeed, even with new mental health resources coming to the district. Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning, Channing. Yeah, we are here at Shaw Middle School, as you mentioned, one of the other
middle schools, brand new middle schools here in Spokane Public School District. We finally got a chance to hop inside. It's a little chilly, as Jeremy said this morning, so we got to hop inside. It's a little bit warmer. Joining me this morning is Director of Capital Projects, Greg Forsyth. Just to kind of give us a brief wrap, we're on really cool stairs right now. This is kind of that common area. Kind of tell me about what this space will be used for Shaw Middle School students.
So this will be one of the main gathering spaces for students as we start school, middle school. This is a social stair or learning stair. It gives kids really a kid space. One of the things we learned about middle schools is we wanted to give spaces that kids enjoy. And this will be a great place for kids.
Yeah. And this is kind of the intersection. This is what makes this campus really unique, is there's a lot on campus. You have the middle school, the On Track Academy, as well as the Hilliard Library. Can you kind of talk about how this is that intersection connecting all of those resources?
So Shaw is kind of thought of as the main street of this campus. We have the On Track Academy, we have New Tech Skills Center, we have Shaw Middle School, and we have the Northeast Community Center and the Hilliard Public Library all within a block. And we've worked really hard to make sure that there's access for all students at all different levels to use those facilities.
Yeah. And now we know this was part of the district's replacement project. It was one of many projects that voters approved with a bond in 2018. Can you kind of give a little bit of background on what the need was with rebuilding this Shaw Middle School?
So in 2016, the governor and the state fully funded education, which brought lower class sizes to the elementary schools. We found that we didn't have the capacity in our elementary schools to accomplish that, so we knew we had to build 3 new middle schools. And we partnered with the city to do that, and these are the first 2 middle schools, Glover and Shaw, in this progression of 6 total new replacement middle schools.
That's great. It's great to see the district kind of seeing that all come to fruition here today.
It is exciting.
What do you hope students, as they walk through for the first time, what do you hope they should expect to see, or what should they be excited about when they come through the doors today?
Well, I think they'll see a whole lot of daylight, which is something very rare for our middle schools. They were 1-story buildings with small windows and long halls. They'll see excited staff, and they'll see energetic places to learn, very interactive, very open, and I think they'll really also see opportunities in front of them, whether it's the new shop facilities, the new music facilities, the new library. I think it'll be exciting.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Greg, for having us here this morning and joining us. We will have more checking out the rest of campus here later this morning, but for now, I'm Amanda Rowley. I'll send it back to you, Channing.
All right, thanks, Amanda. Very exciting time there, and a very exciting day for students all over Spokane and Spokane Public Schools. Now, our back-to-school coverage will continue all morning long on Up with KREM. You're definitely going to want to stay tuned. Well, imagine a state trooper behind the wheel of this car. Up next, the anniversary that brought out the vintage vehicles.